Hello. Um, it's a day. You, you've got us good. You've got us very good. Um, no. It's been a week. I'm kind of just tired, mainly because it's so hot, to be honest, and also because I got a lot of thinking to do. Exactly. That's the mindset. Uh, but yeah, it's short. Brain is not no brainy, so I'm just doing what I did last stream and continue Arceus. Um, and the song literally just ended, which is perfect. I of course timed it. Definitely. Wait, what? I, excuse me? I meant to do that. Exactly. Is the audio right? Do I need to restart the game capture? Never. Well, this doesn't look ominous at all. Okay, I can do. If it sounds crackly to you, I can, capture card. Uh, there we go. I mean, the game is pretty quiet on its own, so I can't really say if it's particularly quiet. Well, is my audio at least okay? Well, I forgot about that. That sure is a situation. Okay, so last time, for those of you who missed it, we quelled the wrath of the last noble, which then turned to Sky Red for reasons that we have yet to investigate, and Kamado, being the paranoid piece of that he is, decided to kick us out of the village. And now we're trying to find some treasures to uh, sec. I need to reply to this. Yeah, we were sent to collect some pieces or like parts from the Lake Guardians, which will then uh, allow us to craft the red chain, which may or may not help. No, not quite. The clans, both the Pearl and Diamond clan, want to help us, but they can't do it publicly because that would strain their relation with the Galaxy team. So instead, one of them goes with us to help us. I chose Irida, and the other one, in this case Adaman, tries to distract Kamado from us doing things. And yeah, this is the second leg. And that's an overkill. There's still no music. Yeah, Pokemon politics. I made a mistake. We are way too lucky. Overquill is a poison type, so we probably want to switch for Mischievous. No, it's dark. Oh, interesting. Might be dark poison, in which case we have the problem that we can't actually hit it. Not with extrasensory or any psychic type move, so let's go with Basque Legion. It can resist water attacks, so and we use Aqua Jet to get a bit of a speed advantage. I just realized we don't really have a way to attack. I maybe didn't think this through. Okay, no, this is not working. We don't have Gengar, so let's try Frostlass. Which we still have named, so if you have a name suggestion, if you have any name suggestions, I'm totally down. Sorry, I needed to take care of something so I can post in Optus. These we can. First of all, I was asking about Frostlass, but I don't think we can call a fish. I mean, we can call a fish whatever, but that's just. We could probably try a Blizzard, but I think Icicle Crash is. Does our action speed actually stay if we switch out? Probably not. Yeah, it's a shame. That even in the wilderness of Hisui, we have to follow stupid RPG conventions. It's really a shame. I want to suck your blood. Oh, that was actually... That was a crit. That makes sense. And I think a Strong Leech life might just win now. Maybe. You do have a point, I think. If I remember. I knew you could do it, Freud. And there is... You feel a mysterious presence. Arceus. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Wait, bombs? Are you meant to try to hit Arceus with them, then? Marsh bomb. Yeah. Where? Will you abandon this folly? I'm not through yet. I've barely even hit you. Also, this is the Pokemon of willpower. I doubt it would take a no as an answer. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? That would be kind of fun. I mean, there have been strategy games, like there has been the Conquest game on the, I think it was still on the DS, which was kind of like a tactics RPG, like Fire Emblem style. Like what I do definitely think, I wish Pokemon did more with different styles of gameplay. Because I think Pokemon doesn't really... It's cool with the gameplay, but I do think what makes Pokemon really work is the world building and the creature design, so... I feel like it could branch out a lot more. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? I'm not through yet. Like, also just a lot of the game things in the Gen 5 games. Like the Pokemon movie studio, I forgot how it's called. Were way more interesting of a concept than just Pokemon battles, you know. Like having all these different things is really cool. Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? I mean, again, I don't think Arceus wants to hear no from me. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. I mean, that's also a reason why I really like the gameplay of this, where it's just like you actually have to dodge and stuff. It's such a fascinating approach to it. That looked exhausting, but only one more to go now. Oh. We got Mesprit, we got Arceus, so I guess the last one left is... Uxie. Assume all went well, Front. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? Perhaps they mean to test whether whoever seeks it is worthy. I mean, there's some depth in Pokemon, but I do agree it's very different in... Especially in the later games, I feel like they just lost what gave games like, especially again Black 2, White 2, which I think is the best example of what a Pokemon game can be. where they just had a lot more to do than just Pokemon battles. Perhaps you're right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all. Though on the other hand, what use would those wrong hands have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. Foreshadowing. And backshadowing. It is also referencing the plot of the Gen 4 game, so Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum. But the red chains is as mysterious as this entire predicament we're in. But if we continue visiting the lakes, we'll get closer to an answer. I'm really struggling with voices today, I'm sorry. So, shall we return to Mistress Kogita's home? Let's go back. Wonderful. Then we can see if Mistress Kogita has any more insights to share with us. I also, by picking Irida, I kind of picked all characters that are just in the same sort of vocal range. Which doesn't help. So that's Arceus' fang. A sense of warmth to it. I do have to wonder if anyone else has ever completed the trials of these lake Pokemon. Interesting. Indeed. Yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilee Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems the Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised the force, not to survey the Pokémon, but to subdue it. Yeah, Auras is really good. I really liked Alpha Sapphire, but it's... I don't know, I have a lot of issues with the Pokemon series as a whole, which I still love Pokemon. I think that will never change, but it's definitely... I'm starting to see where it became stale. And also how it can get out of that. Like, it's not that I don't see ways that it can get out of there, but... Should the need, not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. Yeah. One of those... Let me try that again. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants. You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? I agree with that, Zach, though I also think, especially with Scarlet and Violet, they're trying to grow out of that. I just don't think they know yet how. And that's why I think this game having a completely different approach to the same core idea really helped it. Because that way they weren't stuck in that mindset. Like, it very much seems like they try to apply what old Pokemon games did in Scarlet and Violet, while also trying to merge in what they learned out of this game. Yeah, I'm very excited for ZA, not just because I really like the Colors games and Mega Evolution in particular, but don't let Hizui's great vastness stop you, Freud. Let's go get the final item we need. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold, too. Watch. Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. I'm pretty sure we're moving towards the first, more or less, final battle. But we'll see. I got pinged for something. Hang on. Ah. See. Okay. So now for the last lake. Ice Peak Camp is probably closer. Yeah. I'd also do want to try more Monster Collector games, to be honest. Like, obviously I realize I'm a bit limited in my perspective by being mainly in the genre through Pokémon, which is in general weird because the Monster Collector genre is weird because, again, Pokemon is part of it, which just happens to be the, you know, biggest franchise in the world. Where do we need to go? Up that lake. But I've never been here, so I might as well. Oh, that was how I was supposed to get to Small Point Temple. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Do I have a snowball already? Feel like I do. Gen 1 is a game. Weirdly, my favorite Monster Collector game, and it's not good, but I like it. It's nostalgic. It's nostalgic for me, yeah. Is Spectropes, which I'd be surprised if anyone here has ever heard of Spectropes, but if you have heard of Spectropes, it's weirdly Disney's attempt at trying to get into the Monster Collector genre. And it was really cool, but it was also very odd. You remember I cannot begin to describe how weird it is. Because it feels like there's this weird subculture of people who just grew up with Spectropes and nothing ever happened with that series. Like, it got 3 games and then it was just dead. Because arguably the games weren't even that good. But it's just... I don't know, it's weirdly nostalgic. I also really like the music. Which is why it's such a shame that it's stuck on the DS. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokémon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokémon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway. I also really just like the era of Gen 3 to 5, where Legendary... Honestly, Gen 3 to 7, where Legendaries felt really impactful. I mean, one of the legendary Pokemon in this game is literally God. And it's texting us right now on the phone. But yeah, I need to post the battle theme from the original Spectrops. It's actually really good. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Ah, the 90s. I mean, I don't have any nostalgia for the 90s because... Well... I wonder what waits inside. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there, protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. So, I guess after the other two had an alpha Pokemon each, this one has an alpha Pokemon too? I'm not saying you're old. I'm just saying I'm young. Scanners. Okay, what are we encountering in here? A sense of chill in the air. What is this? Oh! We're in danger. Can I catch this? We might have to replace our Zoroark. I mean, I can see that being interesting, it just... I mean, kinda like collectible figures sort of thing. Could that be the dreaded baneful fox? I guess? Uh... Team. Can I teach you something more useful? No. I know you got a new level, so... No, not change name. Change moves. Psychic. No, not right now. But I think I might actually go with Dustclops. Although I kind of feel like I have to go with Zoroark. But that Zoroark will also know Snarl, so... I don't know. I really don't know how to approach the situation, because... The issue with Hisuian Zoroark is... It is a Ghost and Normal type, which means it's immune against Ghost type attacks. While also knowing Ghost type attacks. Why is everyone remembering... Do I need to Google this now? Do I... I probably want something fast. I mean, let me look at your stats. You're not... Yeah, you're not the fastest. I think we might want to go with Miss Mages. But it doesn't really know any good moves here. So... I expected Basque Legion to be faster than that. Let's start with Little Dwarf. Oh, I need to actually approach the... That's fine. It's not fine. It's very not fine. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Okay, I should have figured. And it knows Snarl. Good to know. We don't want to do a lot of damage here, so... I think we go with Leech Life. I think you just invented Pokemon Go. Is this going to kill though? Probably not. We're in danger. I shouldn't try this. We're probably going to die here. No, we're fine. We're fine. But only because it used Nasty Plot. Now we are not fine. Oh, they just tell you, well, you flopped it. Try again later. That's okay then. I did in fact I did in fact flop it. I mean, it makes somewhat sense. It's not meant to be a wild Pokemon. This is like something Yuxi control. I assume Yuxi has control over this. I mean, if it wasn't catchable, it wouldn't allow me. We had cases of that in the past, so I don't know. Do I have a stronger type of Pokeball I can craft? No, but we do have access to one. Yeah, the catch rate is probably abysmal. But if we go back to the cam, I might have some hyper, not hyper, what are they called? Ultra Balls. It's a funny thing. Ultra Balls in German are called Hyperballs, like in Japanese. But that's not really relevant to this. Later, they introduced a type of Pokeball to catch Ultra Beasts called Beast Balls. Except in German, they're called Ultra Balls, like in, again, Japanese. Which is just one of those translation decisions that haunts you all your life, basically. I've never noticed there was a cave there. Or maybe I did, and I was in that cave and I just didn't do anything. Yeah, it's very much just a cave. I do not envy people who have to localize games. Or anything, really. Oh, that makes climbing so much faster. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe Sneaseless still faster. Yeah, sometimes you just need the cultural context of something for it to make sense. God damn it. Well, the problem is I already have 70 of those. I can't just stop now. I'm too fine. Let's see how this goes. Are you fast enough to even do something? Yes, you are. Great. Um... I maybe shouldn't have been standing there. That's a situation. I shouldn't stand. I really shouldn't stand right where Zorok is going to attack. Um. Let's try with one of the Ultra Balls. Great Balls are also called Super Balls in German, I think. It's been so long, so I don't remember. Fine, I stand over here. I honestly, at this point, I just want the fire to wear it down. Perfect timing. Come on. Oh no. I might have made mistakes. Yeah, I definitely made mistakes. The thing is, I do really want to catch this, because having an alpha Pokemon would be really useful. But the problem is I'm really vulnerable to literally everything it does. So... we still have... We do still have a few other ghost types we can use. I want to see my Pokémon. Rotom probably won't do much. Although its physical defense is better than Frostlass. So I might just go with Rotom for now. Gengar. I don't know, we don't gain much from having Gengar. I would need to level Drifblim. But it's higher level than Zoroark, so... The thing is, Drifblim with Calm Mind might be able to boost its stats enough to where it's worthwhile using it as a defender. Especially if I can level it. Which, now that I think about, we do actually have some rare candies. And the XP candy. So... Can I level you up? Yes, I can. Seriously? Yeah, this should be fine. The thing is, catching an alpha Pokemon would be very useful, especially considering, again, Zoroark is really good, which is why we're struggling to catch it, because it's really good. What was that move you learned? You learned on your move. Oh! Um... So anyways, moving on. I mean, yeah, but I also don't want to accidentally kill it. Neither of them. If I can avoid it. I don't think I actually want to use Drifloon as the first Pokemon, because the first Pokemon is going to take the first hit. There is no way around it. So I rather want to have something that has a lot of physical defense. So your defense is 109, 122, 116, 78, 200. You. It is you. It's windy. It started getting windy outside. Safe. Okay, now. Let's try this again. Shall we? I think if I run out of Ultra Balls, I'm just going to defeat it. Because there's no way I'm going to catch it with Great Balls. As great as they are. I know we all think Balls very great. Wait. I had hoped we would survive a little bit more, but fine then. Um, if Rotom could hit Thunderbolt and paralyze it, that would be great. Oh, French, you really liked Rotom. If you want, you can name it. It's also dead. Oops. Well, that was that strategy. The problem is the rock gets way too many turns, which is really bad. This situation. Um. I mean, I really wish. I wanted to say I really wish Rifflem still knew hypnosis, but like, really, it doesn't matter at this point. Mainly because Rifflem is also dead. Oh! Well, that's not broken at all. Thanks for the GGs. The Painful Fox. It is a Pokemon said to be filled with malice. We were told stories about it as children. Oh, right. I almost forgot that we were here because... plot. Okay. But it's an Alpha Zoroark! Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. Wait, hang on. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are there eyes? Okay, Combi has 2. Actually, how many faces does Combi have? I thought it was only 1, but it might have more. Zubat doesn't have eyes. Unknown has 1 eye. It has 3 faces? Okay, 6. 6 eyes plus no eyes plus 1 eye plus 3 eyes plus 1 eye. I'm just saying numbers, I haven't actually added them together. 6 plus 0 plus 1, so 7, plus 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Can you repeat that? I am ready to answer, I think. I fear. Oh, they actually have me type it out. Why can't I enter 11? Do I just need to list them one after another? Oh, I have to list them one after another. Yeah. So 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. Is this really just a test about how much I can pay attention? Does Yuxi just hate people with ADHD? Take this piece of the spirit. Okay, now that you mention it, maybe my hyperfixation with Pokemon did in fact help in this. But I'm also kinda assuming a world in which Pokemon are the norm. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. So we got all 3 pieces now. I call BS. Yuxi doesn't have a single claw. Yes, this means we can go fight Ganon now. Amazing! You cleared all 3 trials of the lakes. You really are a wonder. I mean, Azelf didn't have a fang, but I can at least imagine Azelf having fangs, even if they're not big. I don't want to think about that. I'm gonna get my Zoroark. I hope we are not immediately sent to plot, because ads are about to start. Which I mean, we could snooze them, but... It seems we've finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. Fair, fair. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we are to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokémon, the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems to have made it in time. You arrived, just when we'd assembled our 3 gifts. Did you somehow see our progress across the distance dividing us? I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokémon, if you really wish to know. Could you mean the Pokémon that flits about the Hisui region? But never mind now. What about the red chain? How are we to forge it? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very word. The very word. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands? Then what are we to do? Search the entire vastness of Hisui for the answer? Hello. Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. If they could have teleported here the entire time to forge it, why couldn't we have just met up with them here? Why did they need to give us their parts? We received a red chain. It's a red chain, as you can see. So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations have been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Freud. Yet things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What have you heard now? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forgo waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. Has he lost his senses? Yes. He plans to get close to the rift, to study it himself? Well, he doesn't yet know that our Freud has managed to get a red chain now, does he? That's true. There's no way he could. We need to tell him about the chain, and about everything Freud has achieved, before he sets out. So we are returning to the village now. Huh? Wait, Freud, it's you! I can't believe I just let you pass right by. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thank goodness you're still alive. I mean, of course you are. I knew you'd be alright. Wait 1 second. Yo, Winger, how's it going? I'll go let Captain and Professor know you're back. I've made a mistake. Oh, my dear Freud. Professor, I know you've been worried about Freud, but there's no need to cry. I'm not crying. Do not mock your elders, if you please, Ray. And besides, weren't you the one who couldn't get a wink of sleep from all your worrying of our friend? You didn't have to tell her that. Just ignore him, Freud. Anyway, where's Captain Celine? Wasn't she coming with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We are to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now that Commander's gone. The Commander's gone. Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the security corps intel. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokémon that's been spotted on the other side. I mean, there's not a non-zero chance that we have an excavation core or something. And since I'm such a fine fellow, I took over watching the gate for the security corps folks. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. So you managed to not to die, just as I ought. Well done. I owe it to you, Reed. No doubt your own past deeds earned you any help you may have received. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume that you're here again because you've managed to learn something of use. I got this red chain. Go on. Hydrate, you say? I can do that. We explained the red chain. A legendary tool set to bind the very world. Commander Commandos no longer here in Jubilife Village. The security corps had been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokémon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountains so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. The boss may be tough, but it still seems like a bad idea to do something so risky without Freud's help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Freud, take the red chain to Mount Coronet and make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Are you sure, Captain? The boss isn't around to approve that. Yeah, it feels very close to endgame. Though I do plan to actually complete the game, so like, I am planning on taking on Arceus. There's no way around that. But yeah, I know the main plot ends around here somewhere. I mean, I know what's up at Mount Coronet, so... Are you sure, Captain? The boss isn't around to approve that. I really enjoyed this game so far. We're doing a Monoghost playthrough, and it's been tough, but it's also been very fun. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together. We're members of the Survey Corps. Yeah, I really like how... Again, what I talked about with Zack earlier, I really think they got stuck with the main series, treating it like a handheld game, and Legends Arceus really gave them the opportunity to just shake that up, like move out of that mindset. And now I'm excited to see that mindset change slowly be adapted to the main series. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. Yeah, I'm looking forward to CA so much. Hello, Lucario. We're going to take a quick break because ads are going to run in a little bit. We've already been using up all our snooze on this plot. I very poorly timed that. But yeah, I'll be right back. So don't run away. Oops. I'm back. That's over, I think. So, yeah. Let's continue. I wanted to talk with this Lucario, which... Something the matter, Lucario. I'm Rai. And you're... Okay, you're Freud. Nice to meet you. What is it, Lucario? It seems Lucario sensed your strong aura, too. If you're willing to battle us, could you come to the training grounds? Lucario wants to battle. Okay. That should be fine, honestly. With what's its name? Typhlosion. Oh, speaking of, French. The offer to name Rotom still stands. Since you really... Last time we mentioned it, you liked it. Do we have enough points to get the Dusk? Still not, no. The thing is, once we get the Dusk Glove, we can actually evolve our, what's it called, Dusk Gloves. It's a Reaper Glove, not a Dusk Glove. I always confused it. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I can actually get berries. It's the first time in ages that we've been here, so... can finally take care of stuff. We're in dire straits, no doubt about it. But it's also thrilling to witness something so unusual. Here to grow some crops, are you? No way to tell how the yield will be, but we'll give it your... we already did... Oh. I kinda want an apricot harvest. Because I'm running out of apricots. I also want to talk with the Lost Child. Because the Lost Child is... where we get the rewards for collecting all the wisps. A linking cord. Grid pebbles. Scrap of Reaper cloth! Heck yeah! How many wisps are left? 2 in Jubileef Village, 3 in the Obsidian Fieldlands, 11 in the Crimson Mirelands, 7 in the Cobalt Coastlands, 4 in the Corone Highlands, and 9 win in the Alabaster. Okay. So first things first. Not the red chain. But we can use the Reaper Glove to finally evolve Dusk Gloves. To honestly, one of my favorite ghost types. I really like Dusknoir, and that's probably mainly because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. But I just really like how it looks. Does Dusknoir know any new moves? No. And it's a physical attacker. Dusknoir is so weird. Which is why it's bad. Like, that's exactly the reason why Dusknoir is bad. Because, despite the fact that it's... I've evolved too. No, wait, how does this work? We should be able to teach it more moves. Hopefully physical moves. Yo. Where's... Where... Where is Sisu? I don't want to battle Sisu, I just want to teach Dusknoir moves. Oops. Yeah, I think that might be it. I think they mentioned they are part of the security corps, in which case they're obviously not here right now. Because the commander took all of them with him. Which raises the question, what happens if I ask Ingo to get Zizu here? But you know... Yeah, I agree, it looks really cool. Airhead kind of fell off, not gonna lie. Did good in the beginning, but... Me and my army of Drifloons. Valid. Valid. Our new Zoroark. Which, I mean, no reason not to take it. And we can either go with Frostlass or Rotom. Long-term Frostlass is probably better, but... Currently Rotom has more stab, so I'm going to keep it for now. Hey, Winger, want to name our new Zoroark? We already named the old one, but... This one deserves a new name. Crimson. Okay. Or do you mean the sky, in which case? Yeah, the sky is definitely... Alright. I'm going to put that stuff away. I don't think I have anything I can still evolve with the linking cable. I don't have a Blissey, I don't... Oh, Chansey. I don't have anything I can evolve with these rocks. Did you find the commander, Freud? The commander's already at Mount Coronet. Already? How could a grown man like Commander Kamado be so reckless? Yeah, I have some issues with it, but overall I really like it. Honestly, my biggest issue is just that you have to talk with NPCs to get to it. Like, that's my only issue. First expelling you, Freud, and now this. I think he needs a stern talking to. As the leader of the Pearl Clan, loyal to Almighty Sinnoh, who reigns over all space, I can go anywhere in Vast Hisui that I please, and now I am going to go stop the commander. Who is the reckless one? Oh, that's cool. Hey! You got run out of the village, right? But you still try to find a way to help us all? That's right. Freud worked hard to get that red chain to help everybody. Too right. And a fine job she did, too. The Survey Corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relations with Pokémon. Thanks. Here, take this. And we get a max revive. That's actually really useful. Your orders are free. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there, the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. And 3. Return here, alive. Alrighty. I'm just quick traveling again. Fine. I didn't want to do anything anyways. Yeah, I really like Celine. Like, she's a very rounded character. Like, despite the very stern and straightforward character she shows, she still has a lot of depth to her in how she does care after all. I've heard the latest, so you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here, some max potions for me to celebrate. Yeah. That's the thing, I think especially since this game and also Scarlet and Violet, the writing is actually pretty good. Which is why I'm very hopeful for what they're doing in the future. I've been avoiding Pokemon ever since Gen 8. So it's glad to see, you know, that it's moving again in a direction I can really like. Because what I've seen of Gen 8 is just, I really don't vibe with. And I already had some issues with Usum. Arguably, I think Usum is worse than Sun and Moon itself, but that's a different discussion. Yeah. I mean, I've watched a playthrough of it. It looks really good. Like, it has some issues, obviously. Like, yeah, the rendering isn't that great. Yeah, it has some issues, but the story in particular is just... I can really see where they've been trying. And I honestly wish the later... My one complaint with the writing of Scarlet and Violet is I feel like the good part of the story only happens after you're done with the league. Like, only after you're done with the game. Because the really good part is when you have your friends together as a actual group and do stuff. And I honestly wish the game did more of that. Which in turn means I wish the plot, like the individual plots. Ah, yes. It looks like the big moment is upon us at last. But no doubt it will be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. Both Adam and Irida have headed to the peak as well. My good friend Freud, I wish you great fortune in the battles to come. I would truly regret losing one of our most beloved and loyal customers. It seems Kamado intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I'll set up shop closer to the temple itself. Yeah, I have a few funny clips from another streamer. And I get it. They're not used to open world in that sense, and especially, I think it was different teams who worked on this game and on Scarlet and Violet. Or if not, they didn't have, or even if it was the same team, they didn't have quite the time to adjust it all together. Like, I definitely think they can do it. I mean, this game is proof of it. Things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the Great Melee will be here. For moral support, at least. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. There are a few weird bugs. But again, I also find it kinda charming. Like, it's difficult. I wish it's like the relationship of I want the games to be better, but also I appreciate for what they're doing, and I appreciate for them for what they mean to me. I mean, these games were my childhood. This is the end game, isn't it? I should probably level Rotom, actually. Yeah, and it's also part of why I want to be at game dev is because I see issues with games like these. And I'm just... It motivates me to do better, to raise the standards of the industry, rather than just accept them as they are. So it's very much a case of I just... This is what got me into where I am today, basically, and it's me wanting to see games be better is why I am here today. Because if I didn't care about games, I wouldn't have that investment. But because these games mean so much to me. Is why I want to make my own games. Go, Rotom. This is a stone portal. I've been told not to let anyone pass, but really I'm not sure what the point is any longer. Think you could go ask for me? That's... I don't like that his reaction is... I was told to guard this place, but everyone went up, so I don't know what even is the point. Maybe they told you to guard it after going up, because going up is a mistake. Thanks. If it's the battle I think it is, I'm going to need it. Now the question is, I went with Eerie. Don't answer, chat. This is a rhetorical question. But the question is, I chose Irida. Am I going to get Palkia or Dialga? I'm getting the dude from the food kitchen. Oh. Oh! Still alive and kicking. Sorry about having to shut the wolf now. I'd much rather be there now, serving up some freshly grilled potato mode. Are you guys eating anything else? But the taskmaster Kamado's gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you, once and for all. I don't understand. I'll make myself plain. As Kamado's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Kamado can't or won't do himself. I gave him my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plan. And besides, it's not just Kamado who longs to live in a new home free of fear or strife. His dream is mine now, too. You've seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. When I heard you managed to quell those nobles, one after another, oh, did it make my blood boil run hot, and my heart pound. Yeah, I did not expect that. Not gonna lie. At last. At last. One final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to mold all those long years. Miss Mages. We have the advantage here. For several reasons. Yeah. I think I actually use Nasty Plot. Well, shucks. Time for a change of plans. Shadow Ball. For stab. But we were severely under leveled. That... No fair. Ah. We're in danger. I think I go with, yeah. I saved before we went up. Like I saved at the camp. Okay. Miss Mages is down. If he doesn't have another ghost type, we're good. That's a Gardevoir, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine because it's level 60, but... I love the music for this game. It's a lot quieter than most normal quote-unquote Pokémon games, but I want to get rid of you quickly. And that's very... no, it's not very effective because you have Fairy type, never mind. Shadow Sneak. That's fine. I should probably heal Zoroark. Who of you is fastest? Miss Mages. Okay. Gardevoir's down. Glade. That hurts, but we can deal with that. Still our best bet. I'm not sure. I know what you mean, but I'm not sure if I remember. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I see what you mean. Especially with Gallade and God of War. It might be. Sneasler. Well, that was anticlimactic. That one hurt even less. I should probably revive half my team. I don't know. Then again, I currently have a pretty good chance at winning. I think I'd rather focus on getting... Actually, I might just try Overheat. That might just do it. It did not just do it. But that's fine. Oh, thunder. Can you hear that, Chad? That was very close. I think I'm gonna sag Rotom for... I should probably use a full restore. Yeah, I'm gonna use a full restore. I don't want it to fail because it's drowsy. Plus, if Rotom just survives Dire Claw, we are anyway fine. I mean, to be fair, what did I expect using Thunder in the cave? I thought he used God of War in regular Emerald. Because Gallade didn't exist yet. I mean, I might be wrong. Okay, we got it. It seems my ninja techniques will soon be consigned to history. But yeah, now that you mention it, I also realized the similarity. Like, he does definitely look similar. Very good, young one. Very good indeed. It's only a foolish ninja who tries to keep off the target they know they cannot beat. And to be honest, I don't hate you. Might actually like you, after a fashion. At least for the skill you show in battle. But listen well, Freud. Pokémon are truly terrifying creatures. Kamado and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by maddened Pokémon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Kamado came here to Izui, to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to achieve something truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme action. If, hypothetical as it may be, Pokémon were to appear from within that space-time rift, Kamado might lose hold of his reason. Save Kamado from himself, by force if you must. Do that, and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mode than a human stomach can. Why? Why does it always get back to potato mochi? Also, I need to. Oh, my team is automatically healed. Thanks, Benny. Well, we are severely underleveled, and we only have one type. This is fine, right? This is fine. Yeah, I should save. Very good point. Let's try this again. Okay, now again, a rhetorical question. Is it going to be Palkia or Dialga? It's going to be one of the two, I'm pretty certain, but... Ominous. Yeah, this looks really... Oh. I would actually buy another one of those full... Oh, I don't have money anymore. Shoot. Oh, that's how you're supposed to get that much money. Yeah. That would explain a lot. Let's try this again. Can I have a full restore, please? Just one. I don't want all of the full restores, I just want one. I mean, I used one, I don't necessarily need to buy more than... And if I do, I'll be back. If we get to a situation where I need more than one full restore, I'll be back. For better or for worse. Well then. You'd better take that red chain up to the top of the mountain. That Pokémon threatening to descend on the peak any moment now. I think it may be Almighty Sinnoh. But all this has to be stopped, and you're the only one who can do it. Almighty Sinnoh seems to be nearly here, but still, the commander obstructs us. Time to meet God. Wait, is that just Arceus' face? That pillar looks like Arceus' face. Like on top of the roof. Also, there are statues of the noble and right Pokemon. That's a good question. This is probably going to take a bit. It might actually be good if we take a break first and then do this. Yeah, let's do it that way. Because I get the feeling this is going to, not end well. So yeah, we're taking a quick break and we'll be right back. For the finale? Alright. Okay, after when the song should be done in like half a minute. So yeah, we 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 back. Um, yeah, I just heard thunder outside. Not ominous at all. Definitely not related at all to the fact that we're going to fight a literal god right now. So yeah, are we ready? Okay, maybe we're fighting Kamado first, but then we're fighting a literal god. Ah, shoot. Is he wearing armor? I think he's wearing armor. You again. I've heard that this red chain of yours will bind this world. I assume that to bind the world means to hold the world together, keeping it as it's meant to be. A welcome idea. But can I truly put my faith in such tales? Trust me, like you have trusted me so far. Because as we all know, Kamado has trusted us. Commander, please, be reasonable. I understand that you're bound to protect your people. As commander of the Galaxy Expedition team, I have the same duty towards my clan. But doubting Freud like this, you're not just wrong, you're a fool. Perhaps you're right. But if I were to simply place my faith in this girl, and that faith were to be betrayed, then how could I possibly face my people? You may think you're the only one desperate to protect the people of Jubilife, but you're not. Freud is putting her life on the line as well. Fine. Enough! Let fate decide what happens next. Whichever of us is stronger will prevail. Face me with your Pokémon, Freud. Today we will battle in earnest. His mustache. It's blowing in the wind. I love how his hair is just completely static and then... What could possibly go wrong? It's got quite a throwing arm. And a braviary. Psychic type. Well, we are having the advantage here. Except it's a level 62. 61. I can count, I promise. I'm tempted to try and burn it first. That was not part of the deal. That's a rock type, I'm out of here. Screw that. If you can switch, so can I. That's fine. I'll have to survive another rock slide. Oh, I don't! I'm just unlocking this poor golem. Golem never stood a chance. That's funny. Oh, Snorlax. Just a little bit. I don't exactly know how he intends to hit me. So I'm just going agile style in case I survive. If I don't survive, that's not a problem. High horsepower. That's not a horse, but okay. I haven't really thought that through, have I? I really wish I had... what's it called? Driftlip right about now. No. Agile style, high horsepower. Okay. That's fine. That's less fine. Luckily, this combat system is very fair and balanced. Clefable, a fairy type. And a very fast one. Alright. No worries. See you around. It is weak to Ghost type, which... Yes, we just do this, since it doesn't really affect our action speed. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Psychic. Wish we had Spiritomb. Flamethrower? Does it burn? No. Then we use Overheat. I should stop staying so close to my Pokémon. Never ends well. It's fine. What? So much to that. think going with Mischievous is probably... Mismagious is probably the smartest, because it's pretty fast. Rock Jump, Power Jump. One more Pokemon, which is probably the Braviary, yeah, from earlier. So we should be good. We are not good. Rotom! Probably strong start. We want to make sure it's dead now, so... yeah. We defeated the douchebag, now it's time for the demigod. Any Pokemon that threatens our life here must be eliminated. Thanks for the GG's. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. Freud, the fates have decided. I concede. And I apologize sincerely for adopting you. Commander Kamado. I know I have no right to ask it of you any longer, but please use that strength of yours. For the sake of the Galaxy Expedition team. No, for the sake of the Celestica people, and all the Pokemon living in Hisui. Don't you worry, Commander. We've got the red chain. Am I fully healed now? Okay. If it's Dialga, I would go with Typhlosion, because Dialga is a steel type. But if it's Palkia, I rather want to go with Rotom, because it's a water type. Palkia. If we can mix them up, but right, electric is neutral on Palkia. Well, I know what to do. Palkia is a physical attacker, I think, and Dialga is a special attacker, which doesn't make this any easier, but... I want to see my Pokemon. Got Frostlass. Frostlass as an ice type is very effective on Palkia. Yeah. It's not going to be as effective against Dialga because of Dialga's steel type, but for that we have Flamethrower, which also isn't very effective, mind you, but can do a lot more. I mean, either way, we are not really clear, we are just doing better. Off all at once, and think that's the best we can do. Oh, I got a shiny stone. Oops. Yeah. We cover their weaknesses pretty well. Because Dragon just covers weaknesses very well. Dialga in particular is just very defensive. I think we start with Crimson just because I mean it's Zoroark. It's not great, but it's an alpha Pokemon and it doesn't have a lot of weaknesses. Much less any that I think Palkia and Dialga would exploit. The commander's headed to the temple, but I fear the situation's already beyond our control. I would have hoped you would help me to master move, but okay. That's the right the left side is the right Pokemon, the right side is the noble Pokemon for each area. Okay, sometimes it switched, never mind. It's only switched for those two, I don't know why. The moment has come. Well, it's time. Come on, now's the time. Use the red chain. Wait, what is this? There's a voice in my head. No, in my heart. It's speaking to me. You hold the red chain. Try to catch me then. Whoa, Irida, did you hear what you're saying? Catch you? Almighty Zeno? I think Almighty Zeno may be speaking to me. It's telling me you hold the red chain. Try to catch me then, for the fight to come. Take these. 10 Ultra Balls, that's going to be useful. Also, I don't like the implication that we are going to need those. It's time. Palkia. Well, that was the red chain. That paid off. Alright then. I need more speed against Palkia. Just a little. It's fine. Oh no. I should not stand there. I should not stand where Palkia is going to use Spatial Rend. I should not stand where the literal god of space is going to tear it apart. Exactly. But we basically got it already. Actually need to find something that doesn't immediately kill. I didn't think this through. Exactly. Yeah, it should probably work. Oh, we did it. She caught it, right? She caught our mighty Sinnoh. The red chain's been shattered, but we've still got the Pokémon of the lakes to thank for getting this far. Oh, well done, Freud, my girl. Masterfully handled. I was watching the whole time as you battled, and caught your way to a simply stunning victory. You truly are the pride of the Survey Corps. It's all because she had me to show her the ropes when she first got you. I can hear a mighty Sinnoh. No, it's called Palkia. Mighty Palkia speaking to me in my mind. Space-time grows chaotic. The power fails. The frenzied one comes now to fight. That is why I'm here. You're telling me there's another one? The red chain smashed to bits. No way, even Freud could tackle another Pokémon as strong as the last one now. Well, guess we're battling the Alga too. Yeah, that's what I think so too. Which is why they give you the choice. All of you, we must forget this. Forget the fancy talk. Book it! Come on! We gotta make it back to the summit camp while we still can. We need to leave before this other almighty Sinnoh decides it wants to fight us. But Commander, we can't just leave it here. You dunce! You won't be any use to anybody if you die up here in this mountain. What you waiting for? I'm telling you, we gotta get gone. Okay, maybe it wasn't the finale yet. I love how casually we just walk in here. Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities of surviving such a creature. I'm amazed you even managed to stay on your feet before it, Freud. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely that a buildup of this same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokemon into their frenzied state. So our two clans were truly following different almighties in her, but both were real. What a shocking turn of events! To say nothing of the shock of hearing the commander speak so differently. I must apologize from the bottom of my heart to the both of you as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not. You never abandoned your trust in Freud. And to you, Freud, I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition team, forcing you to face great hardship alone. And despite all that, you still strove to save all of Hizui. Well, it's not like we could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift. And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. Commander, might I suggest we return to the matter at hand? We've left things in quite a state up at the temple. That's the stuff, Mr. Professor. You'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I'd expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude, indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. It seems that having Freud about has been a good influence on all. That's only natural. Freud is strong enough to defeat even this new opponent single-handedly. Whoa, slow down. Did you forget that the red chain broke? We'll be alright, armed with the knowledge mighty Palkia imparted to me. Palkia? The Pokemon that you talked to? Yes, it told me its name, but that's not all. It also told me this. The Stone of Creation's beginning. The Chain of Red. The vessel of humankind's invention. Unite these three and calm the chaos now disturbing the flow of time. I wonder. Might be. And then, mighty Palkia must go with us back to the temple, it said. Does it mean I have to have Palkia in my team? Because that would mean I only get 5 Pokemon, because I can't use Palkia. Well, the Chain of Red is in pieces now, but if little bits will do, I gathered those. And the vessel of humankind's invention. I dare say that might refer to a Pokeball. That's got to be it. But what about the Stone of Creation's beginning part? Leon might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometimes. So we do have an excavation corps. Is that so? Then Warden Leon will be a fine resource to consult. Again, the dramatic thunder behind me. And what are your thoughts, Professor Lavender? Do you have any idea what the stone could be? Oh, upon my word, perhaps I do. Freud, my girl, could you lend me those plates you received from Weirdia and the others? The ones that Volo said had messages engraved, but I should read the plates at some point. Unless he's going to do it now. Ah, just as I remembered. Here on the back of the Earth plate it says, when the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I think this may be a hint to what we need. How do you mean? Don't you see, we must search for stone, or rather ore, I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe the young Leon might know just where to find such a thing, as he said he'd been investigating it at Volo's urging. Now that you mention it, the Volo fellows come around the diamond settlement asking about those plates before too. This seems like a lead we're following. I decided then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's beginning. Although the name is rather a mouthful, wouldn't you say? I propose we call it Original. Irida, may we ask for your clan's aid once more? Of course, I'll call Leon to the summit camp at once. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect. You make a fine point. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect, but my invitation just never came. So I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. Now, Adaman, I see all these other loads have the little task to be getting on with. But what of the great Melly? What's my role in all this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader, Adaman, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine. Your job is to support the others. All the other ones are busy looking after the nobles and keeping the people of our clans from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Adaman, oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't you understand anything? Everyone has work they are suited to, and work they are not. And oh, before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grunt. Well done, you. I have literal gold in my pocket. What do you want? Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the little people. And you're all so little compared to me. I wanna punch this guy. I've brought Liam. Yeesh. That ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consulted for my wisdom. His ores and stones are a precious resource. Since I was the first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should be the first consulted. The more I speak, the more I voice Leon, the more do I move away from child and move towards Texan. Which is arguably appropriate, but if you have a problem with it, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Cleaver in battle, with that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me? That bumbling ball is more than capable of stabbing both you and that ugly bug of yours all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? Mally, give it a rest, and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Adam, man. Everyone back home is all worked out because the Pearl Clan got to speak to Almighty Zeno, or Palkia, or whatever. Do you want them to hog all the glory? Warden Leon, if you would. Certainly. Let us set out at once. We make for the primeval grotto. Can I use that thing on anything? I think I know which Pokemon I can use it on, actually. One of you. Sure, you. I'm not going to keep it. But if I remember correctly, yeah. I don't know why completing my Pokédex is currently my main priority, but... I really like Roserade, by the way. It's a cool looking Pokemon. I should probably also craft some more of these. I should probably keep those around. Where's Palkia now, actually? Ah, yes. Behold. I can't wait to go back to Jubilife Village and look into the pastures just to see Palkia sitting there. You know, as it does. Oh, thank goodness he passed by. Please, I need you to rescue my Sphere. Its adorable round body caused it to go rolling down the hill, and it's headed straight for the Stone Tooth Rose and Boulder Roll Ravine. Those areas are full of dangerous Pokemon. You're that new Survey Corps member everyone's talking about, right? Yeah, please help me find my dear Sphere. Sir. Sir. I don't know how to explain that to you. But yeah, the worst ending. Uh, did it just roll down here? No. Anyways. Fine then. Guess this guy is never going to see his feel again. A shame. Ouch. Even more ouch. This looks suspicious. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think? Oh. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sliggoo's moves, think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? We're going to have to ask you to stop right there. It's really not the time. Ah, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover? We haven't seen you since you walked out on the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if we were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We need it to restore this awful sky to normal. Ah, the honest goody two-shoes act of use is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough! I don't care why any of you ran off to play Bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us, so let's go for it. You take Charm. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. Oh, they have more than one Pokemon this time. Right on. Oh, and they are actually appropriately leveled. I don't think I actually have Palkia with me, and even if not, it's not a ghost type, so I can't use it. Which is also funny, but... I should maybe train my Pokemon next time. Also, we are stun locking. Yeah. Why? Why is this just allowed? I just had 4 turns in a row. Oh no, not a Gengar. Whatever are we going to do? I think I just go with Shadow Claw, honestly. Yeah, I've been overthinking that Gengar didn't stand a chance. Well, you're rather formidable. At least our Pokemon are leveling up now. Come on, Clover. Why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we are changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place, for all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you better do something about that sky. You're as strong as ever, Freud. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. Well, that was something. Honestly, those 3. What did they even come here for? The treasure? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon. The coin that I remembered never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are hiding behind all that attitude. I was able to extract some of that origin or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you, Freud. An ore of mysterious power spoken of in ancient myths and said to contain the power of Almighty Sinnoh itself. That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply fail to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew we could count on you, Leon. No wonder Clevo recognizes you as a worthy one. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. The Laventon's got sound judgment, plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. To the summit camp. I don't think I need to do much here. My Pokemon are healed and my strategy against Dialga is pretty much going to be the same as it was against Palkia, so... So, this is the Stone of Creation's beginning. The original. Yes. One can certainly feel an imposing, well, too late, aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly? Of everything, by the sound of it. Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilife Village. Why are we going back to Jubilife Village? Alright, Mr. Professor. It's all in pieces now, but this is what's left of the red chain. Splendid. Even in pieces, I think we'll find it's still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. Yeah, up next, Freud. Time for, whatever we're calling that stone. The fragments of the red chain, collected at great personal risk by the Diamond Clan. Then the Stone of Creation's origin, which we only learned thanks to the Pearl Clan. And now it's time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn these items into a proper weapon. Ray, my boy, you are one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? Heh, just wait, Freud. You'll finally see what I'm truly capable of. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. State, hurry up in there. Starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. Maybe. Sitting back and waiting actually solve things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well, unlike this. We've done it, Freud. It's complete. I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokémon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. Thanks for the follow. A singular irreplicable Pokeball that can be used to catch the frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest. Honestly, I'm really enjoying it so far. Welcome in. We've been making it pretty far through the game. We are a bit under-leveled right now, which I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, we've been doing a ghost challenge for the last few months, I think. So we're literally only using ghost types. And yeah, it's been difficult, but it's also been really fun. Like, I'm enjoying this playthrough. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest in something so tiny. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. Wait, please, I hear something. The voice is speaking in my mind again. You mean Palkia? Yes, it appears that mighty Palkia is willing to lend its own strength to us in this battle. Now that's what I like to hear. Unfortunately, Palkia isn't a ghost type, so... the Paraglan's almighty Sinnoh, well, I guess I should just call it Palkia, is one fierce Pokemon. Everything's ready now, Freud. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh, together with Palkia. So I guess I have to take Palkia? I'm not actually sure. How often can this guy teach me? I've been doing this the entire game. When is he going to stop? I don't have the time for this. Sick. Huh. Kogita's there. I should check what the Gecko Guild is offering, if they are offering any of the items for Rotom, which I can use, but I want to have them. Gotta say, you have a fine eye. Few of us would recognize the value of a perplexing item like this. Its insides are packed with gears and machinery that serve some unclear purpose. But if you can solve this item's mystery, your reward will surely be far greater than the price you paid for it today. Well then, I'll get this sent to your quarters, free of charge, of course. Yeah. It didn't used to, but now it does. I'll take it. Gotta say, you have a fine eye. Few of us would recognize the value of a perplexing item like this. Its insides are packed with gears and machinery that serve some unclear purpose. But if you can solve this item's mysteries, your reward will surely be far greater than the price you paid for it today. Well then, I'll get this sent to your quarters, free of charge, of course. I wanna check actually. Your Rotom seems to want to investigate the washing machine's motor. Will you let it in? Rotom. And if I talk with Fridge... Yeah! I agree, it makes sense. It just... Unfortunately, that means we can't use it. I guess that also adds to the Pokédex, not that that particularly matters. Because we're literally at the end of the game. If I can, I should probably check if I can do anything with the Seeds of Mastery that I still have left. Yeah, we are still going to complete the game. Like, we're going to catch Arceus. Hello there, Cervical Recruit. Did you need something from me? Yeah, I wanted a physical move on Dusknoir if I can. Dusknoir. Can learn Power Shift, interesting. I think Ice Punch might be good in this case. Since we're going up against Palkia. Or Bulldoze. Yeah. And Bulldoze is really good against Palkia. Not Palkia, Dialga, because Dialga is a Steel type. So we should probably teach both of these. And summary. Gee. I don't think I need to master any moves right now. So, Dusknoir. Change moves. Ice Punch instead of Shadow Ball and Bulldoze instead of Dark Pulse. Gives it a lot of coverage too. And I might actually master Bulldoze, but I don't think I have a Seed of Mastery with me right now, so never mind. But it might be worthwhile getting one of them. So... to master moves. Bulldoze. I think Bulldoze is the better choice here because I think Steel might resist Ice. So yeah, that's probably a decent option. Then we just go, unless we have to take Palkia with us, in which case, fudge. And here you are, lost one, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. It seems a vicious battle might await you. One sec. I should save. Come now, child. I know you did not choose this burden, and it must weigh mightily on you, but you can bear it. You have your friends, your allies, and most importantly, your Pokémon. Now hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, and the space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Dialga, ruler of all time. If it is allowed to run wild, time itself will twist and bend here in Hisui, and eventually, the very world may be broken. But we have the aid of its counterpart, Palkia, the ruler of space. And therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now, take Palkia at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Let me save. Does she just not let me go unless I have Palkia? Yeah, seems like it. Well, Palkia, it is about time we made space in our party for you. -2. I think it's Miss Mages we keep here. Doesn't have the coverage Dusknoir has. And while it is faster, I don't know if that's what we need. Plus maybe we can switch again when we are there, in which case it doesn't matter either way. But yeah, for this battle, Palkia doesn't count, so if I am down to to my last Pokemon being Palkia, we reset. Time cannot be severed from space, no space from time. The being you will encounter is Dialga, with time and space. But you have the aid of Palkia, balance will be brought to the force. I must say, this is quite an intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your Clovia has on offer. Excuse me, is this the time for shopping? Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. Alright, Freud. Once you feel ready, set out. We make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Can I now leave Palkia behind again? Because that would be funny. Because if I had the choice between having Palkia and having, you know, 6 ghost types, I'd rather take the 6 ghost types. Oh, Summit Camp. Are we ready? How long until next? I think this should be fine. Oh yeah, definitely safe. I mean, I'm going to save also once I'm on top of the mountain, but in case I can't save on top of the mountain anymore. I don't know why, but the dude just being like, yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. Just I understand him. Really do. Oh, would you look at that? It's him. Just the girl I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here, closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once battle actually starts. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Not so much about speaking though. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokémon. I've got no doubt that you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. Anything you sell me? No, I think we're good. Time to see this go horribly wrong. What could possibly go wrong? It's difficult to find an appropriate way to say this, but you seem to know just when and where to best combine the strengths of humankind, the Pokemon kind. Bring a Pokemon that is willing to aid you. You caught the perfect one at the Temple of Zen, did you not? Well, down we go. Can I just quick travel? Well, I want to see my Pokemon. Yes, yes, I would like to take God with me. And I'm not going to be happy about it. Wanna name Palkia? I don't think Palkia learns even a single... Rhino? Why Rhino? I see. I see. Oh, we haven't named Frostless either. Zarek, do you want to name Frostless? You are the only one who hasn't named one yet. Well, shoot. Well, you know, at this point it's just funnier if we have one Pokemon that isn't named. Can I just climb up to the Temple of Sinnoh? No. Fine game. Sure wanted to try. And now we save again. For so long, I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilee Village. Whether that meant banishing you, or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was my only path. But you've shown me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? I am ready. Right, in all of vast space, your place is found here. What in the world does this mean? It's a pertinent saying. It reminds us that occasions we must rise to are also stages where we may prove ourselves, or we might shine to our brightest. So basically, you're saying not to feel nervous. Starting to see the appeal of how you clan people think. In some situations, anyways. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Freud, protect Hizui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon. It is time to meet with the Alga. Wow. And this is how this place became the spear pillar. That's what it's called, right? Yes. Oh no, the Alga got a pill stuck in its throat. So what happened? Time bomb. I maybe shouldn't stand this close to the literal embodiment of time. Ah! That was just Draco Meteor. Why does it have such a stubby tail? I think that was roll of time. And I rolled right into it. Also, I feel it's not roll of time because time is still behaving very normally. The Alga, please. don't want to fight you. Okay, maybe I do want to fight you. This is actually really fun. It's already half done. I just realized this. Is the origin ball a key item? It is. That was a lot faster than the previous Draco Meteors. Let's try this again. This was not what I expected. Oh! I mean, agile style is a mechanic in this game, so... This is fine. The big issue is that I'm way out of range. What? Anything the Dialga does, really. It feels like the indicators are wrong. But that might just be... I think I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Yay! That's over, I think. Normally I would consider keeping the music running, but we're like at the final boss, so let's just continue. Um, this is tough. Um, dear God. Um, Also, I noticed I didn't get an opportunity yet to send out my Pokemon, which I'm curious about. If we ever get an opportunity to do so. Also, I just realized Dialga is teleporting to work. Dialga is literally using Chaos Control. Okay, I can just roll through Dialga. Good to know. I guess as a being of time, it doesn't take up space. That's fair. I do kind of hope we do get to battle it with our Pokemon at least once. I mean, I didn't bring Palkia for nothing. Well, I did, because I'm not going to use it, but... I do kind of hope it does more than just protect us from the plot. I'm starting to get a feel of this. Which is probably going to change now that it's quickening its Draco Meteors. I think I'm starting to understand what happened in the last few phases though. Oh no, that's no good. Oh. Go! There's no choice but to win this battle. Let's just use Bitter Malice. That might freeze it. Not gonna lie, roll off time is kinda underwhelming. Go. That's a lot of damage, but not nearly enough damage. I mean, I'm more of the animation in actual Pokemon battle rather than, you know... That's more what I was just thinking. That animation was kind of underwhelming. The same power as Blizzard for more accuracy. And without losing speed, because we are so much faster than Dialga. Which is kind of funny, considering it should just be able to decide who's faster. Here comes the sun. Sorry. She caught it. She really did it, didn't she? My eyes aren't lying, right? She actually went and caught it. Yes, oh, good show. What a catch. He contained that fearsome thing in the origin ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Freud. Finally! Just what I'd expect of my protege. Ah, shut up. Yes. So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Ouch! What gives, Commander? Not sure I deserve a sumo throw. Of course he sumo throwed him. Maybe shouldn't sumo throw people at the peak of a mountain, but okay. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We've faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Celebrate with the Diamond Clan? 2 clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we are both following a true almighty Zen of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over whose was wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path toward protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. I think we beat the game. Yep, that seems like credits. We did it. Well, this was fun. Honestly a bit shorter than I expected, but I don't mind that either. I mean, it was still long, don't get me wrong. Yo, Ptarmigan. Ptarmigan? Ptarmigan. Now we got it. How's it going? Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, I feel this is the perfect time to talk about how I feel about this game. I really enjoy, first of all, I really enjoyed a lot of the mechanics have just been fun. I do think it's a bit of a shame that you aren't actually incentivized to battle that much. Like, I kind of wish the game encouraged you to battle more, but I also don't mind it because it gives you a lot of things to do. I really like the characters, even if my voice doesn't. I do wish you could just throw Pokeballs from any right Pokemon except maybe Sneasler and Braviary. With those I at least get it. Rip Enko. Rip Emmet, really. How dare they rip those twins apart. The noble fights were all really fun. Like, some of them were a bit weird, but I really enjoyed all of them. I'm happy that we didn't get as hard stuck towards the later half of the game as we did in the beginning. Which was honestly one of my biggest issues, that we got hard stuck a lot. But to be fair, that's part of the challenge. It happens when you use one type. And a rare one at that. we're not done with the game yet. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream more of it on Friday, but we are definitely going to continue. I want to actually catch Arceus. I want to finish the Pokédex and do all that stuff. That also obviously means we need to get the Wisps, which I'm still not sure if I should do the Wisps on stream or off stream. Because the Wisps are going to be a bit slow, but they're also going to give us a bit of a thing to do while we complete the Pokédexes. Like the different area Pokédex. This is not going to be a living Pokédex. You can forget that. We still have some challenges that require us to use Pokemon that aren't Ghost type, like the challenge that requires us to use a Pachirisu. I might say now that we beat the game, it's okay if we do those quests with a Pachirisu, even if that Pachirisu isn't a Ghost type. But yeah. This has been fun so far, and I definitely can't wait to continue this. But it's getting late. We are not... Oh. A message from God. Yeah, we're going to do what the old man told us to do. Yeah. I think this is a good place to end it for today. Could you please state center? There we go. Yeah. I think this is where we are going to call it. There are still the plates. I'm going to read them. They are the old verses, which are somewhere in Hisui, which we need, I think we need Ursaluna for that. There's a bunch of stuff we still need to complete. The Pokédex, get a higher rank, and all that. But that's an issue for another day. Next week, I'm already going to say that I'm on vacation. I'm not going to be here. After that, I'm going to be back for real, for real. And yeah, I might start something new. I might continue Stellaris, I'm not sure yet. Either way, I'll let you all know in the Discord, so if you want to know what I'm doing, you should definitely check my Discord. Yeah, the rank is probably going to be relatively easy. Yeah. Again, we are going to have to fight for the Wisps, because Spiritomb is a pain in the... I think we can now catch a lot of legendary Pokemon, which might be worth exploring for. But maybe we also have to wait until something in-game happens. I don't know. Let's find someone to raid. Who's live? That we can raid. Yeah, same. I mean, it's Wednesday. I know a lot of Leaf Gang people who are normally around at this time aren't streaming. Huts is currently streaming, but I don't know for how much longer. Okay, that should be fine, yeah. I think that's fair game for raiding then. So let's raid Huts. Hut601, he is mainly doing Sonic speedruns. Very awesome community. It's somewhere to go, yeah. And again, it's a very awesome community, very supportive, very wholesome. He has 2 adorable cats, Ted and Alfie. He's currently speedrunning together with Argic, Crash Bash, which I don't know why anyone would do that, but that's what he's doing. Nah, no worries. I know not every game is for everyone. I just appreciate you hanging out at all. Also, thank you for talking with me the other day. I really appreciate that. So yeah, raid message. We caught God twice. I think mine has a bit more, you know, a bit more of a ring to it. It's more blasphemous. Use whatever raid emote you like. And I'll see you all around. Take care. Bye.